Nations, Kenya, we venture beyond our borders and we feature Nigerian industrialist and business magnate. His name is Alhaji Aliko Dangote. Now, of course, he announced a massive $400 million investment in a cement plant in Kenya, which is equivalent to 35 billion Kenya shillings. And so we want to know, who is this man, Dangote? Well, he's listed by Forbes Africa as the richest man in Africa and the 43rd richest man in the world. Born in Kano, northern Nigeria, way back in 1957, Dangote was the son of a successful businessman, Mohammed Dangote, who controlled trade in livestock and in cola nuts as well, along with his brother, Alhaji Sanusi Dantata. Now, Aliko Dangote followed in his father's footsteps at quite an early age. While still in primary school, he would buy cartons of sweets actually, and he would sell them at a profit. He went on to study business at Al-Azhar University, that's in Cairo, Egypt. And at the tender age of 21 years of age, he received a loan from his uncle, Alhaji Sanusi Dantata, to start a business. Now, Dangote established a small trading firm known as the Aliko Company, dealing in cement, sugar and flour, and step by step he grew that firm into the multi-billion-dollar Dangote Group that exists today. So how exactly did he do this? Let's try to retrace his journey in business. So from the small firm he started in 1977 trading commodities, 2 decades later, in 1997, he established manufacturing plants for these commodities now, namely sugar, flour, salt, and pasta, interestingly enough. Now, 3 years after this, in the year 2000, Dangote was awarded a state-owned government cement business. And in 2003, he started the construction of his own cement plant. Now, 7 years later, he listed Dangote Cement. That was in 2010. Today, the estimated value of the Dangote Group stands at 20.5 billion US dollars. In Kenya shillings, that's just over 1.8 trillion Kenya shillings. Now, the group has interests across numerous sectors, including cement manufacturing, which we've mentioned, food processing as well, real estate, telecommunications, transport as well, construction and freight. Aliko Dangote runs Dangote Cement, Dangote Flour, and Dangote Sugar Refinery. Now, the sugar refinery is a major supplier of sugar to Nigeria's soft drinks manufacturers, breweries, and confectioners as well. Dangote has also started developing a massive 14,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables in Nigeria. And just recently, he signed a $3.3 billion loan deal involving local and international banks for the development of the largest oil refinery and petrochemical and fertilizer plant in Nigeria, but not just in Nigeria, the largest in Africa as well. This venture is estimated to cost a total of $9 billion US dollars, with $3 billion in equity from the Dangote Group and $6 billion raised in loan capital. That translates to a total value of 787.5 billion Kenya shillings. And now, Dangote heads to Kenya. So what's the likely impact of his cement venture in Kenya? Now, experts suggest that increased competition in the sector could lead to a reduction in cement prices and possibly a reduction in the cost of construction. We're certainly going to be watching that space. So finally, the big question: what is Aliko Dangote worth? His estimated net worth stands at $16.1 billion according to Forbes Africa. Now, in Kenya shillings, what does that amount to? 1.5 trillion Kenya shillings, which is just about the national budget of the Republic of Kenya. That's what he's worth right now. From that staggering figure, let's take a look at our quote of the week. And it reads, "If you owe the bank $100, that's your problem. If you owe the bank $100 million, that is the bank's problem." And those are the words of J. Paul Getty, an industrialist. And with that,